Yo, we back again with another video, man.
Heavy hitters are back.
I'm your boy, Morrow.
I'm your boy, Amity.
Money making Jay.
And we got part 2, man, so we did...
After we had a 45-minute marathon.
Part 1 dropping soon of AJ's
Well,
booking.
it should be out now.
It's his booking. Yeah, whatever. All the videos pre-recorded, so they drop when they drop.
So basically what we have decided to do is we're doing this. It was originally supposed to be in one video, but after a 45-minute marathon, if we were to try to do all of them together, it would have been like 2 hours. So we decided we're each going to do our own. He was first. I'm going second. Rule was it starts at SummerSlam, ends at Survivor Series.
So that's 4-month build-up.
That would have been 45 minutes. He did cram a lot into 2 months.
Yeah, 3-month build-up.
Like 3 months, 2 months.
But that's because he discussed every detail, backstage promos, segment. I think he even mentioned Caleb Braxton. Like,
I love her.
Like you added like elements into it that I didn't.
That I probably wouldn't have added.
Like I'm just gonna say a heads up. Ours are probably just gonna be 20 minutes.
A lot simpler.
But yeah, a lot simpler. I mean, I'll bring up some backstage stuff here and there, but I'm not gonna like every week kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, did y'all like me having Vince slap Tony Khan at the end?
No, we didn't.
No, I didn't like the whole Tony Khan's at the ramp basically just crying and Vince is like just slaps him and walks away. Like I don't agree with that. You'd be making it worse by saying, "Oh yeah, Jim Cornette comes out and slaps Tony Khan."
That would be better though. I like that. I like your thinking, Jason. That would be better.
Just got Jim Cornette coming out. This is what you get.
And he should go slap all the elite too. But go ahead.
All right. So it's August 5th, 2023. We're at SummerSlam.
Detroit, Michigan.
We got the main event. We got the main event. I've got Roman and AJ. I thought about doing Lashley too, but I didn't want to do it.
Ooh, Roman and AJ in the main event.
I mean, you know, they've had some good matches. I've only had 2 matches, right?
Yes. So I'm doing Roman and AJ.
I like this.
So you're gonna like this part too, probably. I got Roman still retaining. AJ gives him one hell of a fight. You know, hits a style clash, has him in a calf crusher. Like they're back and forth. Roman gets a spear, he wins. He's like,
did he beat him clean?
Yes.
Okay. It's crazy. Okay.
Because in my booking, I don't know if the Usos are still kind of in the picture at this point. Because I gotta wait till after Night of Champions to see how it goes.
Okay.
But just for the sake of it, we'll just say it's Roman and Paul. No Solo, no Usos, no nothing. It's just Roman and Paul and AJ. That's it. So Roman wins. Paul Heyman hands him a mic. And he says, "See, I just beat the Phenomenal One. I beat everyone in this company. There's no one left that can stand up to me." All of a sudden, lights go out. No AEW on screen, no nothing. Just the lights go out. Crowd's going, oh, like they're just trying to figure out what's going on. All of a sudden,
Moving to.
no. All of a sudden, lights come back on. Kenny Omega's just in the ring. Everyone's going nuts. They're like, that's Kenny Omega. What's he doing here? He isn't signed here.
Yes.
Kenny Omega gets a mic. Roman, you may be the tribal chief, but I'm the best bout machine. I'm the belt collector. I'm the cleaner Kenny Omega. While you might have a 1,000-day reign here, I beat greats like Okada. I beat Jericho. I beat Moxley. I beat top tier guys. I've won titles all over the world. New Japan, Ring of Honor, AAA. TNA. You've never faced anyone like me. Until now. The forbidden door has been opened.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I have to add that in there. Someone has to say the forbidden door has been opened.
Yeah, that's crazy how you got. It's crazy because I got Kenny Omega in my the start of mine too. That's just funny.
So literally, he's like, at Survivor Series, I'll take that belt and I'm taking it back home to AEW. Now wait for the end, because just wait. So we got the build up going on. Next Friday hits, and you're gonna like this part. Roman comes out. Oh, Kenny McFingerbang challenged me to a match.
If Roman say Kenny McFingerbang, I'm gonna lose my stuff, bro.
Roman says Kenny McFingerbang challenged me to a match.
Twinkle toes McFingerbang, but okay.
What he said basically. He's like, he thinks he can step up to the tribal chief. I've been running this yard, or I've been the head of the table ever since I stepped foot in WWE. I've been champion for more than 1,000 days. What does he think he can do? He's not even holding a belt right now. All of a sudden, you hear Battle Cry hit his theme song. It's like, Roman, you keep underestimating me, but just you wait. You may have the Usos, but I've got the Young Bucks.
Come on, man.
No, go ahead.
I've got more in store than what you think. So, just build up goes on. Kenny Omega has a match, sends the Roman sends the Uso out, keep distracting them Young Bucks, keep having to help, stop the Usos basically from attacking Kenny Omega.
Are they cheering Kenny Omega?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because the Usos at this point are still heels.
I know. I'm just like, are the fans cheering?
Like I said, with the Usos, it's still kind of tricky because I gotta wait till after Night Champions because that's the hiccup I have in it all. So we got to build up to that, and then we get to Survivor Series. That match is gonna get left alone where it's at right now. So next up, for those that know who I'm wearing on my shirt, Switchblade Jay White. We got the Switchblade coming out on SmackDown, coming out on Raw. And it's like, he says this whole, I'm the catalyst of professional wrestling, I've single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden, just runs through his accolades like it's nothing. All of a sudden, you hear John Cena's music hit. Crowd goes nuts, because, they love Cena.
Uh-oh.
Cena comes out, does this little shindig on the ramp, just going like, he's like, I'm here, this is my home, I'm back, like just doing what he does.
Pander.
Pretty much. But
Talking to the camera, all that, talking to Stu.
Yeah, pretty much. He comes out to the ring, picks up a mic. Now here's where we got John Cena and Switchblade in a promo. Switchblade's like, John, you're out here making movies. I've been selling out arenas. I've been having top tier matches. I'm a Grand Slam champion. I've won all the belts in my company. What about you? You didn't even win the IC title. Like, he's just poking him at this point.
You got 16 of them dangs, though.
I'm gonna get to that. I might get to that, don't worry. He's like, it's like, you passed your prime. I'm right in my prime. I could beat you with my eyes closed. Now here's where Cena comes in. Cena's like, you have no idea who you're messing with. I'm a 16-time world champion. I beat the greats like Batista, Triple H, Randy Orton, Edge, just naming superstar to superstar, legend after legend. It's like, you think you can step up to me? You can't even touch me. So Switchblade's like, yo, you think you're tough? You think you can go? How about one-on-one in Survivor Series? We'll see who the best of all time is. And whoever loses has to retire. I'm making this a retirement match.
I already know who winning this match at Survivor Series.
Oh, man. I'm not liking how this is looking for my boy.
So, I'm pulling an audible. I was going to do one group with this other one, but I'm switching it. So, the booking for Imperium. Powerhouses, respect the great sport.
And the match is sacred.
The match sacred to them. So for this, I got them going over to Dynamite. You got the Blackpool Combat Club in the ring. I'm talking you got Moxley, I'm talking you got Danielson, I'm talking you got Claudio. They're just going roughshod AEW, and so Moxley's got the mic, and he's like, oh, it seems like we have an invasion on our hands. these guys over there are a joke. They don't take the business seriously like we do over here. I came over here to bring back this great sport, to show what professional wrestling truly is.
Come on, boy.
He said he rocked with that.
Yes, sir.
I got Moxie saying it's not cool.
What?
Wait, hold on. Moxie's like, this is the best professional wrestling company. We have real wrestlers here, not sports entertainers. We take this seriously, day in and day out. All of a sudden, Imperium's music hits. Now they don't get in the ring. They just stand. They stand up in the front by under the Titantron. Gunther's got him up. You're talking about this great sport.
Yes,
You disrespect it by your brass knuckles, your no DQs,
Yes, sir.
your intense style like blood matches. That's not making the match sacred. That's making the match a disgrace.
Yes, sir. I like this.
You have no idea how sacred this match is. We bring prestige to this great sport.
This might make me cry.
Moxley's like, knowing how Moxley is, it's like, you want to prove it, fine. Come in the ring right now. Like, they don't even bring up a match. They just want to fight. Imperium gets in the ring. They just start going. They're going back and forth, back and forth. No, I'm pulling an Adam Pearce on this one. But ain't Pearce coming out. I got Tony Khan coming out. Enough. We have too much going on right now.
Oh, he putting his foot down?
Yeah, he's putting his foot down.
That boy
We got-
different now.
Enough. We got too much going on. We have too much threats. So you know what? I'm making this match official. At Survivor Series, it'll be Vinci.
Wait, what?
It'll be Vinci,
You
Gunther.
say, how can Tony Khan make a match official?
Yeah, what's up? What is he doing?
It's an invasion. He can
It's
do
an
that.
invasion.
Okay, cool.
Kaiser, Gunther, Vinci, you think you know how sacred this sport is? Fine, I'll have you take on my top 3 guys at Survivor Series. I'm talking about Jon Moxley. I'm talking about Bryan Danielson. I'm talking about Claudio. I'm talking the Blackpool Combat Club.
That's 3 former will outside of Claudio.
And then to add insult to injury, Gunther's like, that's fine, but don't be shocked if I have William Regal in my corner and not yours.
Ooh. Because William Regal is signed back with WWE.
And he
Can't show his
did
face
turn
until
against,
tomorrow.
and he did turn against him too before he left.
Yeah. That's tough.
I think
Killing it up.
pretty much.
That's actually decent.
I like this.
So, again, basically during this whole time, we're gonna have like tag matches here and there. You're gonna have Vinci and Kaiser having a match against, it could be anybody, and then you got I'll say Moxley and Danielson. They come out, they're just standing at the ring, trying to distract them. And it's just kind of one of those back and forth like distraction things you got going on, basically leading up to again the match.
Yeah.
So for the women, I'm actually doing both of the champions. So save some time. I'm gonna do Bianca and Jade still, but I'm also gonna do Rhea Ripley and Jamie Hayter.
I was waiting to see who was going to say her name. She one of my favorite AEW wrestlers right now, Jamie Hayter. She go crazy.
So for that, Rhea will have Dom in her corner, and then Hayter will have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, in her corner. Because Britt, at this point, she's dealing with a back injury, so she's not 100% cleared. So for that, I'm going to leave it be. Now, I could not go without doing this match, just for the nostalgia and the history between the two. So, Christian Cage, he has a match against Jungle Boy. Christian wins. All of a sudden, you hear, "You think you know me?" Crowd just goes nuts. They just hear his music. For this instance, we're at SmackDown, so this crowd goes nuts. Christian, you were my brother. We won titles here like you won't believe. You left and went to AEW. You abandoned me. When I needed you the most, you were gone. And because of that, I'm going to make sure you feel how I felt when you left. Then like they're having heartfelt promos, like the nostalgia. They're talking about all their tag team title runs, the last run that Edge had before he had to retire, like just back and forth. Like they're adding the heartfelt emotional value in to make people really, really invested into it. And it's going to culminate with all that history in a no-holds-barred match. So...
Ooh, Edge versus Christian, no holds barred.
Anything can happen. And then think about it too, then you also have... I'm also going to have it where... I might need your guys' help.
What's up?
Name? Who was the third member in the group? It was Christian, Edge, and who?
Gangrel?
Yeah. I got Gangrel coming out too.
Man, you got him coming back?
Like I got, because well with Edge they've been building towards like him using this brood persona. So this is where all three elements are going into play. And not to mention, I think Gangrel's actually in AEW, now that I think about it.
Oh, dang, for real?
Yeah.
Probably
Is he wrestling?
No, he just does stuff here and there.
Dude,
yeah.
Long.
He got the
He
fangs
got the
in his
long
mouth?
blonde hair, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Gangrel.
Yeah,
Crazy.
he had him come out for something, I forgot what it was.
That's tough.
So like I'm like this is full history. Like Gangrel will be there at ringside during this match because he realistically doesn't want to see this go down. Like they all have, the three of them have history, and he doesn't want to see them start tearing each other apart. But the hostility's so there because Edge is just he's upset that Christian abandoned him. Christian, who's currently a heel in AEW, is like I went to AEW to make my career relevant. When I was with you in WWE, I was your sidekick. I was the second best. Everyone talked about you more than me. I came here to win titles. I came here to be serious. You were holding me back. Just adding more heartfelt emotion into it.
Like this.
Man, he is going crazy, yo. Storyline making sense.
So, my next one, though, this is a high-flying matchup, but I think you might actually like this one.
I ain't got no problem with high flyers.
In all this, I've yet to name the phenomenal AJ Styles. He's going to have a match against the Spanish god, Sammy Guevara.
The young gun trying to make a name for himself off AJ.
Kind of like Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara's out and on this Dynamite, Sammy Guevara's out in the ring. He's like, I'm the four pillars of this company. I helped make this company what it is today. I'm a top tier talent. I have jaw-dropping matches. I beat the likes of Cody. I've had multiple TNT title runs. I've been under the tutelage of Chris Jericho. All of a sudden you hear AJ Styles' music hit. It's like, AJ Styles comes out, he has a mic. You think you're great? I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm the phenomenal one. I've won titles everywhere. In WWE, in TNA, like this is where he's actually talking about all his accomplishments. I was a former Bullet Club leader. I've done it all. What have you done? You haven't even won a world title. Just poking at Guevara. He's like, you know what? I might not have won a world title, but I've had the matches that people like to see. I have matches that people
His wife
just likes to talk about. I have a sexy wife. What do you have?
You got Wendy.
He's like, you know what?
I'll take Conti over Wendy any day.
It's like, you know what? I might not have a title, but you say you're phenomenal. I'm gonna be the phenomenal one after I get done with you. I challenge you to a match in Survivor Series.
I'm predicting AJ win now.
Now, and keep in mind, I'm gonna have out there. I'm gonna have on AJ's side. It'll be the rest of the OC, and then for Guevara, I'm gonna have Ty Conti out there, and then I'm gonna have you remember these guys from NXT. I'm having 2.0 out there.
What's their name?
Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard. They were 2.0 in NXT. Just for the nostalgia. I got them out in the ring for that one. So, my final match, and then I'm going to get to the Survivor Series part of it. I got to have a 5-on-5.
Of course.
It ain't Survivor Series without it.
I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna do a War Games match 4-on-4.
Now,
That was still my idea.
I'm upset I didn't think about that. And now I think about there's one thing I did mess up. Part of me also kind of wanted to do.
I'm doing Team WWE and Team AEW.
I kind of in my heart also was thinking about doing Moxley versus Seth for the nostalgia part of it, but I left it out. So for this one,
These vids hard, ain't they?
well, no, it's like the problem. It was like, remember how we did my GM mode, and once you booked some of your matches, once you got towards the tail end, you're like, okay, I booked these guys down in that limbo state.
Yeah.
I'm in that limbo state. I'm like, okay, I booked a lot of my top tier guys that I want to see in matches. So now I'm trying to scrap like
the undercard dudes.
Well, not even undercard. It's like, actually no, I think I got something. So I got the almighty Bobby Lashley. I got Randy Orton and Riddle, so I've got RK Bro in this one.
Boy.
I've got Braun Strowman, and I've got.
Why you want to do his celebration?
This is it has to do too many. He's naming a lot of people.
You know, I'm taking Braun Strowman out. I'm doing Rey Mysterio, and I'm gonna do. And Seth.
Okay, so Rey Mysterio, Braun Strowman, Seth, Randy Orton, Matt Riddle.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my 5 for WWE. My 5 for AEW will be, I'm going to do Chris Jericho. I'm going to do Wardlow. I'm going to do both members of FTR.
Dang, representing. Dang, for real?
Yeah, I got an AEW. And then I got... Now, just because I didn't book him, I got MJF in there.
Okay.
Maxwell Jacob Fried.
You are my sunshine.
So in a sense, mine actually, you know what? I basically kind of reformed the inner circle for that group because they used to all be under one banner. Wait, no, not FTR, not FTR. So yeah, MJF, FTR, Jericho, and Wardlow. So now we're at Survivor Series. Here's how I got the matches going up. Now I'm going to make them easy. I'm not going to draw them out, say what happens during the match and everything else. Jay White and Cena. I think you already know this. I got Jay White. Automatically. Because Jay White's in his prime, and I don't want to retire a wrestler who's in his prime. Cena, he's done it. He's seen it. He's done everything. So I got Switchblade on that one. As far as Bianca and Jade is concerned, I've got Bianca.
It was crazy how both booked Bianca and Jade.
I got Bianca on that one just because I feel like Bianca's got more of the in-ring skill and in-ring talent versus Jade, and that's why I got her going over.
But Jade kind of got a presence though. Like she look and feel like a superstar.
Now with Jamie and Rhea, that one's tough, but I got Jamie pulling it out on that one.
Man, being Rhea, that's tough. Okay.
I like Jamie here though. I'm watching her.
So for Sammy and AJ, I'm sorry, but experience has this one. The phenomenal one picking up the victory.
You got to. But that Sammy could look great in a losing effort, you know.
For my 5-on-5, I have Team AEW, not in a clean sweep. There are going to be eliminations back and forth, and it's actually going to come down to, in my opinion, the sole survivor. And I got that being Chris Jericho. Because when you put him in the mat, when you put him in there, it's ball game.
So survivor for Team AEW, Chris Jericho. So overall, you got Team AEW winning. You got Bianca beating Jade.
Yeah, and then I got Jamie beating Ripley.
Jamie, so it's 2-1.
So you got the women beating the AEW women beating.
It's one and one.
Split.
WWE gets one, AEW gets 0. Because Bianca beats Jade,
Bianca beats Jade.
But
Okay.
Jamie comes back and beats Rhea.
Okay.
And then you got Team AEW, so that's 2-1. Then you had
Guevara and AJ. AJ was picking up the win.
So that's WWE.
Cena and Jay White go at it. Jay White wins that one.
So what's that? 3-2 AEW.
Yeah. Then I got Edge and Christian.
You ain't say one out here.
Now this one, I'm just gonna get into it. This one's just like back and forth offense. Like what Jerry used to say, they're throwing everything except the kitchen sink at them or something like that.
Battle, yeah.
Like they're throwing everything they got. Like there's tables destroyed, barricades are torn apart, half the ring is pulled apart.
It's not a standard match, right?
No, it's a no holds barred.
Okay.
Like
You said that.
Just like to make it easy, the ring area will look like how it did after the Nexus attack scene. Like that's how bad it's just torn to shreds.
So you got Edge winning?
I got Edge winning. Because then after that, shortly after, he's retiring.
Yeah, so that's 3-3.
And then in the main event, got Kenny Omega and Roman Reigns. Kenny's been talking that trash. He told Roman he's going to beat him. As much as there is one way I can see this going, I know how reality would set in. You're a winner, and still the undisputed WWE.
Damn, he fought him for the title too?
Yes.
Damn.
That was shocking that you picked him to retain over Kenny. I'm pretty sure you had Kenny going back home with the titles.
Because the way I have it is, like, after this, it kind of writes off the invasion angle and everything just goes back to normal. I don't want it where I have a wrestler who's holding a title going back into their show, because that's just a longer, drawn-out invasion show. I just want it at Survivor Series, it's a done.
All right.
Like how NXT did it, where they did what they needed to do, and then they just retreated, just went back.
No, I got what I get you.
I got Roman retaining.
So that's 4-3. So that's WWE winning overall in the invasion angle. For you.
Not yet. Remember how Survivor Series ended with Sting coming out?
Yeah.
Sting comes out with the mic. That's not how we're ending the night. We're not ending with WWE on top. I'm going to make sure we come out even in the end. I challenge anyone in that locker room to come out and face me one-on-one.
I know where this is going.
All of a sudden, dun, 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 dun. You got Brock coming. I'm not doing Undertaker as much as I would love to. Actually,
dang, Brock.
I think that's where you thought he was going.
Yeah, that's why.
Actually, no. I got a better one. Because this would be the best way to write it. I switched it out. I'm not doing Brock.
Brock would have killed Sting. I don't know why.
Sting comes out and says he challenged Sammy. The lights go out. You see red pulsating lights just flicker.
Oh, I know who it is.
All of a sudden,
Bray Wyatt.
actually no.
The Fiend. The Demon?
Yeah,
Demon?
yeah, that's what
I got the Demon Finn Balor. The lights go off. I know. Next thing you know, you hear Finn's music go off. And he got him crawling down the ring, just doing his thing. Get in the ring. Match starts. They're going back and forth. All of a sudden, you see up on the screen the Fiend's mask. And Sting's looking like, what? Who the hell is this? Cuts off. Lights go out. Lights come back on. Just one solo white light. You see Bray Wyatt standing there. Finn's distracted. Sting realizes it, hits him with a Scorpion Death Drop. 1, 2, 3. AEW ties it out, and we build a feud between the Fiend Bray Wyatt and the Demon Finn Balor.
So why did Bray Wyatt? I'm not. There's no explanation why Bray Wyatt doesn't.
Right, exactly. Because I'm like, so basically Bray screwed over WWE. Basically, Bray a one-man army.
Well, Bray wasn't trying to screw over WWE specifically. He's trying to build towards the match towards Balor. It wasn't like There's no like him or like it pans out. He's got like an AEW shirt on. So it's not like a turncoat thing.
It was just on his own thing. He did what he
yeah, because I want to end the show with one, it evened out, and two, kind of building towards a feud. I know some people realistically probably do want to see, because I know some people probably do want to see the Demon, Finn Balor, and Bray Wyatt down the line. So
we could have seen it, man. If
I think you could tell I was kind of iffy on my book, because I think at one point I said he was distracting Sting, but then I was like, wait, I want to flip it, because it would make more sense with the Demon, so I flipped it. But yeah, I got them going out even on this one. That's just the end of it. There's no further invasion, and we build towards what probably is the match most people want to see, and that's the Demon, Finn Balor, and the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
And I liked it.
that was a good book, I ain't gonna lie. It was because it was the stories in it too. It made sense. Like you had Christian and Edge, that's personal. You added that in, so the match means something, not just because of the two wrestlers, but the history. I like that.
I will say this: there are some matches that I kind of worked around. Like I said off camera, I thought about doing the OC and the Elite. I thought about it, but then I decided to change it around. And then I thought about, like I said earlier, I thought about doing Seth and Moxley just for the personal of it. Now I'm debating, maybe I could have done a triple threat kind of thing, but then it'd be 2 versus 1, so one worked. But, like, overall, like, I try to keep it both competitive, the story, kind of like putting stars together that I feel like would make each other look good and work well. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to do like a 3-to-1 squash fest kind of thing. So, but
that was a decent booking, man. Well, yeah, y'all in the comments, let us know if Jason booking was, top level, man, or do it need some work,
Bro,
drop it down below, man.
I liked it.
It was a good booking, man.
A lot of stories.
I think part of you maybe thought I might have just had it where WWE got squashed at the time. Like, no, I wanted it where, like, because I liked it, like...
You just kept it realistic.
Well, like, I'm going to chime it back to when it was just Raw and SmackDown. I'm leaving NXT out of this one for the moment. Like, how when they were doing the matches, it was, like, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Like, it just wasn't a one show getting a clean sweep or getting most of the matches. Like, I wanted it where it was that back and forth, like, making it interesting. Because no one's going to be like, okay, this company got this match. This company got this match. This company got this. Like, it just... If one company is just getting the clean sweep for most of the matches, it's not good booking. You want to have that competitive, like, okay, you got guys that can pull out the win. You got guys that can pull out the win. That back and forth fighting, that, like, mentality. You got to have that competitiveness. Because at the end of the day, competitiveness is what brings a good show. You got the right stars. You got the right motivation, determination, that factor. You got people that work well together. You can make a good show.
Yes, but yeah, man, that's all we got for y'all today.
Good work,
man.
Jason.
This is part 2.
Part 3 on the way.
So look out for that.
Truly.
So we got AJ on part 1, Amity on part 2.
Morrow on part 3, but until next time, I'm your boy, Morrow.
I'm your boy, Andy.
Wayne making jam, we out.